welcome back. I've got a face of the month for you that's perfect for the springtime. So here's my bare face. I've got some SPF on, but I want to prep my skin more with the primer. I'm using this one by Too Faced. This is going to hydrate, smooth, and brighten my skin. And I like to think that it creates a barrier, so that way my foundation isn't just like right on my skin. So speaking of foundation, I have been loving to use this one by NARS. I don't know why I like stick foundations. Like, I really like the Hourglass one too, but I think it's because it's just a nice change of pace. Sometimes I want liquid, other times I prefer the stick. This one is really precise and it blends beautifully. And throughout the day, it leaves my skin kind of dewy, and I like that it looks like my skin and not just a bunch of like texture or cake on my face. For concealer, I'm using Laura Mercier's new Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. I'm just going to pop it right underneath my eyes, down the nose, and this is just going to add some extra coverage and brighten up that area. Alright, so let's seal this up with a powder. I actually ran out of my Laura Mercier powder, and it's kind of prompted me to use different types of powders. I'm using this one by MAC. This one is a pressed powder, which is interesting. It's got a lot of coverage. It does a great job keeping everything in place, and most importantly, it does not have flashback. Thank God. Alright, so let's fix these non-microbladed brows. I've got a lot to draw in, and so I'm using this brow pencil by Hourglass. First, I didn't really like it. It wasn't my favorite because I found the pencil to be quite hard and a little difficult to use, but just out of sheer laziness, I just kept at it, and now I love it. And I think it's just because I forced myself to learn how to work with it. And I think as you continue to use this pencil, it gets softer and it blends a lot creamier. So just be patient with it, and definitely make sure to utilize the spoolie. Okay, brows are done, so let's get started with the eyes. I'm using this eyeshadow primer from Tarte. I love starting with a good juicy base, and this pencil makes a great foundation for any eyeshadow that you're gonna put on top of it. It makes the colors pop, and it just makes them more pigmented. For my eyeshadow, I'm using my girl Whaley's palette collab with Pixi, and I'm so proud of her. I love all the shades in here. They're all something that you can wear every day. I am using the Burnt Tangerine shade, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lids. I think the shade is super flattering and very easy to blend. Just grab that fluffy brush and just soften the edges and make everything look nice and blown out. Then with that same shade, start not dragging it, but just apply it at the bottom of the eyes, and I think it just makes you look more sultry, smoky, sensual. I guess that's the look we're going for today, just like a sensual tangerine. So now we're gonna bump up the orange. I am using this palette. I'm getting the shade Tajin, which is a very vibrant orange shade, and I'm gonna apply that right on the outer edges of my eyes just to intensify and bump up that color. I'm actually using the brush that came in the palette, which is very rare because most of the time brushes in the palettes are trash, but this one is great. The dense side is great for packing in color, and the other side is really great for buffing it out. So yeah, keep doing that until you're satisfied with the color. It's time for the glitter, which is my favorite part. I'm using my favorite Stila's liquid eyeshadow, and I'm gonna just carefully apply that right at the closest part of my inner lid. Does that make any sense? I just apply it where I'm showing in the video. I don't want to go overboard. I just want like a little bit of glitter there. I want a wing, so here I'm using this eyeliner from M Cosmetics. This is actually Karen's favorite eyeliner, and she got me hooked as well. Get the brush tip though. The felt one is really difficult to use, at least for me personally. I mean, I just grew up using brushes, so if you like felt tips, try the felt tip one. But yeah, I'm gonna do my normal half cat eye, meaning that I start at like the half of my eye and then I just stick a wing out in there somewhere. Alright, so let's move on to the lashes. I am curling them and now applying this mascara from MAC. I actually love this because it's got two wands. The first is a normal one for the tops of your lashes, and I'm just doing a light coat just so my falsies have something to grip on. And then in the smaller tube, there is a baby one for my baby bottom lashes. I love that this mascara gets in all the nooks and crannies of my microscopic lashes. It's great. Alright, so I want some drama now. I'm using these lashes from Velour. I'm just gonna, add some glue, make it tacky, and slap them on. These lashes are so big that I don't even need like an application tool for these. They just fit perfectly right on my eye, and damn, they make a big difference. I feel like my eyes look at least like 1.5 times bigger. That's crazy. Alright, so let's contour now. I am using Benefit's Hoola Light, which is in this lovely cheek palette. I'm just going to use the brush that it comes with because it's actually, like when I use this brush, it's really hard to mess up. So I continue to use it and it just carves out some cheekbones on my face. I want some more orange for this look, so I'm using this blush by NARS. This isn't my first time using this shade. I actually used it in my previous makeup tutorial, and I'm sorry I'm not using like new products, but I just, what can I say? I really like this orange shade. I think it brings out my yellow undertones and it makes me look perfectly sun-kissed. For highlighter, I'm using La Peach by my girl, Jackie Aina. Jackie. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, I love this highlighter. It is stunning. It's pigmented, glittery, and it just really ties this entire look together. If you're doing like a peach look or an orange look, throw some rose gold in there. It looks amazing. I'm going to apply some in the inner corners of my eye and the brow bone just so that everything is glowing in the same color. Final step, everyone. I am using Fenty Beauty's Matte Mademoiselle. Am I saying that right? Matte Mademoiselle? Whatever. I'm using that. I'm using the color Single, and it is this peachy nude. I know, very adventurous, but hey, it looks great. I love this formula. It's easy to apply and actually really easy to take off too. And that's a big bonus for me because I hate it when my lips get so stained or like rubbed raw from a stubborn lip shade. So I love it. So yeah, we're finished, guys. This is it. This is the finished look. This is the makeup look that I actually did in my favorites video. You guys asked for a tutorial, so here it is. Please try it out and show me on socials. I would love to see how you slayed in this look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!